Hey, everybody, welcome to the Chris and Dan show. I saw this article uh, today. I think it's from a few days ago. Does it have the date here? I don't see a date. Oh, yeah. So, December 30th, a few days ago. Today is January 5th, 2024. This is December 30th, 2023. And I just felt compelled to make a video. And I'm kind of new to this, recording myself on the screen. So bear with me if I stumble along a little bit. Again, one of my first, but here we go. So, um, yeah, I just found this kind of interesting. Um, this gal, pictured here, decided she's going to go to the gym completely naked, paint only, right? Um, So, just it, I don't consider myself a prude necessarily, but um, I just thought what sprang to my mind initially was how desperate are people now for attention? I mean, really, in my opinion, she's doing this for attention, exclusively for attention, and it's gotten to the point now where everybody needs to one up whatever happened, whichever craziest thing happened previously. Like in my opinion, I don't mean to offend anybody out there, but I think the transgender movement, it's all about attention for probably 80, no, more than that, 99% of the people. It's about attention, right? They're just seeking attention. I mean, it's no longer good enough to be gay. And again, there's definitely gay people, but I think a lot of people are hopping on it for that movement for attention, right? A vast majority. Again, my opinion, and I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. It's about attention. Transgenderism and crazy shit like furries or people. It used to be good enough to seek attention to have crazy piercings and funky colored hair. That's no longer the case. It moved up to furries and transgender, and now we're going to the gym naked. I mean, what you think? Shit, I got gets me some attention. I'll just go to the gym naked. It's just crazy. So I'm gonna link. I didn't even read the article for the most part. No paint, no gain. I went to the gym in body paint. Angry people told me I was a hygiene risk and it was inappropriate, but it's a double standard. What's a double standard? Going to the gym naked? Dudes do it all the time. I mean, just it's just asinine the things people say and do these days. And it's funny because when I was reading this article, I saw another article, and this happened a while back. Women shock gym goers by working out naked. So it's been done before. This was back in December 2019. So two of these three ladies here are naked. I mean, going to the gym, working out entirely naked. Uh, just crazy stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, and if they did actually do a workout, wonder if they're doing squats and anything that requires sit-ups. Because boy, I don't know if there's any paint that'd cover that stuff up. But hey, I'm just saying. Um, yeah, I mean, hopefully there weren't any kids at the gym, and I'm sure some people were offended. Um, most dudes probably not. But if you're a woman at the gym, do you really want to see that? Right? Because I know if a dude's coming to the gym just swinging, I ain't gonna want to see that. Just not gonna. And I would either complain or leave or both. So you know, uh, and I was gonna say this to the end, but hell, I'm going there now. You know, the moral to this whole story is people are just very inconsiderate, at least in my opinion, these days. Um, yeah, I mean, people just don't consider how is this going to affect everybody around me. Um, I mean, I'm sure people were uncomfortable. Like I said, I'd be uncomfortable if dudes came in swinging. I might even be uncomfortable, honestly, if women came in like that. I I go to the gym. I go to the gym almost every day, and to be quite honest, there's quite a few women in there that are dressed very risque. Um, like they're going to the beach to a degree, like skin tight clothing. and barely any covered for the most part. Do I mind? No, not really. But I think some people probably do, and again, not sure I would care if a woman came to the gym essentially naked but with paint. Um, but I'm sure some people would, and it's kind of inconsiderate not to consider that, at least in my opinion. Now, contrary to what others might think, uh, kind of going off on a tangent here, words are not violence. Um, but words can be inconsiderate, right? I know a lot of people say words are violence, and they're sort of factually not. Um, you're not getting punched and being caused physical pain. That's violence, eh, by definition. But cursing around others and kids and mothers with their kids, that's inconsiderate. A lot of people don't appreciate that. And in my opinion, it's inappropriate. Um, this is on the next level, though. Going into public naked, it's just very inconsiderate. And, that's the moral to this entire story. Um, but just and I'll link both of these articles in the video. Um, but just so y'all don't think I'm completely a prude, I've actually experienced this in public. Somebody in body paint. Um, this was in New Orleans, um, and I was with a bunch of not a bunch, three female colleagues. Everybody was hammered. This is in New Orleans, and anybody who's been to New Orleans and Bourbon Street know there's a lot of craziness going down. It's on the next level in comparison to Las Vegas, at least in my opinion. And in my opinion, again, it's highly inappropriate after dark to take your kids down Bourbon Street. Um, that's strictly an adult. It should be 21 at the entrance to the street, right? Or at least 18. N- Nearly everybody's drunk. People vomiting all over the place, and all kinds of. There's prostitution. There's probably a half a dozen, if not more, strip clubs on Bourbon Street with the women standing at the doorway that are working inside. So yeah, it's just not. It's a very adult area, and this video I'm going to show, again, it's of me. I'm intoxicated as well, along with my three female colleagues. So let's get into it. Well, before I do, you know, is it appropriate? All of these things that go on Bourbon Street, as well as the video I'm going to show. Is that appropriate? No, but at the same time, we do live in a free country. At least I like to think so. And I, th- again, I don't want to see laws necessarily against what goes on. I just wish people would be a little more considerate and appropriate to the situation. Most people understand Bourbon Street. There's a lot of craziness going down, so keep it there, right? Would it be better if that didn't happen at all? Possibly. But again, we're in a free country here in the United States, at least thus far. Um, Seem to be losing some freedoms all the time, but if it's a free country, you have to put up with things that you may not approve of or think that are appropriate, um, and you have to let others have their freedom. Um, Anyhow, I'm a libertarian at heart, um, and I believe if you're not harming anybody else, I mean, truly harming somebody, not just causing them stress to a degree, but harming them, it should be legal. It's up to the individual so long as you're not hurting anybody else, monetarily or physically. Um, so, unfortunately, I think prostitution should be legal. I think most drugs should be legal if you live in a free country. It's for the individual to decide, but um, it's not for me to support any of your behaviors or any of the effects that may come from your behavior. Um, so it's a fine line on what should be legal and not. Um, as a compassionate society. But I'm done preaching. So here is me in New Orleans about 10 years ago, I think, maybe a little longer actually, 10 to 12 years ago. Um, Again, three female colleagues, and we're all intoxicated, some more than others. Dr. Khaled, who you're about to see in this video, she actually blacked out, passed out, had to, and I had to carry her back to our hotel room, which unfortunately was quite a ways away. Um, and the other two females in the video thought that was quite funny. So yeah, here we go.
And pastries in the box. Yeah. Yes,
That's real panty. Oh. Go on, Kelly. Hey, if I look like
Go
that,
on, Dr.
I
Kelly.
would do that.
He
Totally.
got a pasty too.
So if your breasts look like that, you would do that?
Totally.
You would totally do that.
Totally.
You would walk around like that.
Look at her.
Yeah, she has a nice body, but I'm just saying, you would do that?
Beautiful body. I would totally do that. Give it to me.
I'll do it to you if you want me to do it to you.
I like the glasses over the mask, actually.
I can't see without them.
I understand.
They make it.
So,
Totally.
I'm a very nosy person when it comes to income. What kind of money you guys make doing this?
We're actually promoting an artist.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I would totally walk around like that. Here,
Put it in Facebook.
totally.
It's up there. Yeah. That's my
Don't say my name.
Oh man, I did something.
I'm just saying, Rosario.
Where do I put Grace?
Okay, where do you want me?
Okay, so that was the first video. We got another video. It's much shorter. So here's the second video. It's much shorter, and you can see right away Dr. Khaled is grabbing this lady's ass. And here is the response from the other intoxicated.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah. Hey, it was good time. Good times. Like, hey, you remember that time?
I get the letter.
So Dr. Khaled, a very interesting and fun doctor. She occasionally likes to, semi-occasionally likes to have a few drinks, and she had probably a few more than she should have in this moment. But it was fun. I had fun. And so did Dr. Khaled. So, and FYI, Dr. Khaled's a psychiatrist, so take that for what you will. But yeah, I mean, I, you know, again, I think a lot of this is about attention. According to these two people in the body paint, they were being paid to do this. So that's probably more their rationale opposed to attention seeking. But at the same time, you're out in public like this, you have to be, I would assume, open to the attention, if not actually seeking it. Again, I just think ultimately there's a problem with our society with, again, getting back to the ladies, the ladies that are going to the gym entirely naked. Gosh, I mean, that can't be any more than attention seeking. And if you're seeking that kind of attention, and society as a whole is kind of in that same mindset, again, getting back to what I said initially in terms of the furries and the transgenders and all of these things. I mean, just everybody's just seeking attention. And when it's to that point, and again, in my opinion, it's displaying a certain sort of mental illness. We got a sick society, a sick culture. Again, my opinion, I could be wrong. Don't think I am, but I could be. And for some of you, you may be saying, well, hey, Chris, you're doing a YouTube channel. Aren't you seeking attention? Well, to be quite honest, so Chris or Dan, this is the Chris and Dan show. Dan and I started this show back when at the onset of the pandemic. Well, we just had a lot of extra time. You couldn't go to work. You could barely go outside. We live here Dan and I live in California, and they were really, really strict here. You could get in trouble for going outside other than going to the grocery store, and that had to be on a limited basis. So, I mean, we were really, really. It was something to get outside once a week and go to the grocery store. So, um, everything was shut down. Nobody was working. Um, and that was for a solid 2 months. So, we started doing the Chris and Dan show. We started with music videos. Um, and it was just a matter of Dan really likes rap music. I like rock music. We're looking to see if we could find a song that the other liked. It was just exposing each other to our preferred genres and seeing if we could find a song that the other liked. Um, and we recorded it to see if it was popular. That was it. It wasn't attention seeking. I mean, me personally, I have all the social media platforms, but I'll tell you what, they're all public. Go look at my name, Chris Sauber. Um, I haven't posted anything on any of them for at least probably 5 years. Uh, it's just not. I'm not an attention seeker. Again, you may disagree. I'm on a YouTube channel, but continue doing this because now I'm interested in marketing of the YouTube product and can I make it successful? It's more a matter of, for me personally, opposed to attention. It's a matter of can I figure it out? Um, and I think Dan's the same way to a degree. I think he likes the attention a little more than I do, but I don't think he's after attention necessarily. Um, and I guess, I'm wearing this shirt. And for you who may have figured it out, I think it's funny. I wear shirts like this all the time, kind of provocative. Um, I like striking up conversations individually. Um, I don't think that's attention seeking either. Some could argue it is. Um, I think a one-on-one conversation, I accept the argument that that could be in a way attention seeking. That's not what I'm doing. I think to have a more healthy society, we all need to have a conversation about things we disagree with one another. I think that's healthy, opposed to everybody stuck in their ideology and their I can't think of the term. Um, That'll come to me in a moment, hopefully, before that I've been in this video. But echo chambers, everybody's stuck in their echo chamber. Well, you got to break out of that. It's just not healthy. So there's so many things going on in our society that right now are not healthy. Attention seeking, echo chambers. Nobody wants to talk about things they disagree about. It's just not healthy. So again, hopefully nobody was too offended by these ladies doing squats at the gym, because I'm sure they got, you know, whoever was there watching got more than they were probably going to the gym seeking. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know where the resolution is to this, but hopefully we get it figured out and people can start communicating with one another and people are less, I don't know, attention seeking. Yeah. So hey, everybody, if you stuck with me to the end, hope you have a good new year for the entire year, just not the day. We're in the first week of January here. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye bye.